Uh, there's like 6 chicken wings.
Chicken wing.
Look at there's like 8.
The macaroni.
Chicken wing.
That's
Also, do you like
R.
my Becky sweater?
Chicken. Watch my girl study wall.
Back.
I was wrong.
Failure.
Got my tater tots, I got my chicken, I'm fine.
Back. 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 Tell a friend. Okay, folks, so today the plan for Danganronpa is get through all of chapter 5. At least, well, everything we can up until my friend played around with my chair. My arm rests are much higher than they are supposed to be. So cool, you guys can't hear me. Love. But controller on. Cool. Danganronpa opening. There we go. Oh no. Chips. Y'all want to hear some stupid shit from my city? So, I'm on my city's Reddit subreddit, and something popped up. Somebody got there was a physical altercation at Gabriel's Pizza in my town, where people wanted to eat at the Gabriel's Pizza, but weren't wearing masks, didn't show proof of vaccination. So the staff was like, well, you can't eat here. Bye. Leave. And there was a physical altercation because of it. I hate people. Just saying. Alrighty. So, if you need catching up quickly, put some chips in my mouth. We can't find Kyoko. We know Kyoko was able to get into the locked headmaster's room. We found a dead body that blew up, and now we're investigating. Sakura is dead because she killed herself in the last trial. Not the last trial, the last chapter. She killed herself, and that was the class trial. We almost all died because Hina tried to take responsibility because it's Hina and she's dumbass. And yeah, so we also found out there's a 16th student. Anyways, yeah. Right now I have to focus on the body. Oh, the one option. I should take a closer look at the body one more time.
So,
Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all. I was literally just about to say that. Not Kyoko. Alrighty. 5 things to look at. This thing. There's something next to the body. It's a key? Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? But what did you steal?
so
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. It's not the same key. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. Never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then. Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
Key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. I mean,
So, in other
the
words,
biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. So I'm your errands boy now. Oh, I want. Can I not? Okay, what is biolab? Try that first. There was dorm rooms on the second floor. Huh, brah. Brah, XD. The biolab is definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. I went to insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole. The key isn't close to fitting, which means this key doesn't go to this room. Data center. Door to the data center was definitely locked before. Let's give it a shot. I went to insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole. It fits. And this is the key to the data center. I'd managed to unlock the data center. Guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. Mainly head back to the garden. Won't you? Maybe. Can you in about 10 minutes? I found out which. Oh, 1 second. I don't. It was only about 5 minutes ago. In about 10 minutes, if you can flip everything, but then also like change the shelves they're on. Cool. Thanks, baby. Switch the things. Do the things. Do the things to switch the things to do the thing I need. It's in the data center down on the 4th floor.
Huh?
We can get into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. Why did the now deceased have the key on on them? Does just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Can we explore the rest of the body? Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Okay, so when you open that door, there's not gonna be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words,
It's in your hands. Again. Means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. You know what? Thing is, Makoto. Thing is, he was. I mean, yeah, he is using you to an extent, but like, if he really didn't care, he would have asked Toko to do it. So I mean, Master told you he trusts you. Master told you that. Well, you only go to your head. I'm still not happy about any of this. I don't feel like talking to everyone. We're not going to talk to everyone. I reach out and put my hand on the door. I close my eyes and try to clear my mind. Silent prayer, I slowly open the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up to now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strange. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was luring beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What? What?
Hey, that's... Harrison a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. Dorms, the classrooms. Part of the school was covered. This is
What?
direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room. And they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. Watch us?
Huh?
And this room is
It's all clear now.
the mastermind's private room without a doubt. The mastermind's room. Guess that makes sense. So the mastermind was here. Watching us. And I think this settles it. Huh? Body in the garden. They had the key to this room. It can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the mastermind.
Huh?
The mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead? It would seem so. We're serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. Shut up. The mastermind is dead? Could this really be true? Does this mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body, whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it that?
But
But if the mastermind really is dead,
whoa!
this means we're trying to get out of this hellhole.
How about that?
We gotta hurry and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first.
Huh?
But what about the exit? The mastermind truly is dead. We can leave whenever we decide to. Not necessarily. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered.
What?
Murdered? You think so too, huh?
Naturally.
The state of the course makes it plain as day. There's absolutely no doubt. Mastermind was murdered.
But
Why's it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have ever done it?
such
That's
ignorance.
exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind.
I'm telling
Now, do you
you.
understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. Mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let's just begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. Alrighty. Rock and roll. We'll talk to everyone later. No matter what. But why is there a camera in here? There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. The mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this. Hey, Master Go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? Thanks. I don't want to know. Door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. Door's locked, huh? What if you use the key that opens this room? Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. No.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. Can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. Worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Nina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. Look like high-performance PCs. Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all armed, but it seems to be locked. So what, we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in.
Huh?
What century are you from? Masterminds must have been using these to monitor the network. And Alter Ego, you may well be right about that.
What?
There's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. This, and then I'll talk to everyone. Nothing's showing up on this one. Yeah, hey look, next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is, it's just like the one my grandmother uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up the antenna, we could watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning, Hina's here. Are you talking about me?
Okay.
Anyways, if we watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
Ah, you are starved for information for the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to the TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about?
You know?
Oh. Strong. Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think got the TV working. Really? Now all I gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world.
What the heck?
And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it?
Huh?
Huh, this is... It's a feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
That's weird.
Come on.
Thanks, baby. Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible, and not just weird, super weird.
But
The TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. How's it showing the camera feed?
Well,
Try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. You're gonna went through each channel one by one. On every channel, it was just us. Live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually.
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Huh?
What?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards. Monokuma.
Huh?
How? You're supposed to be dead. Me? Dead? Don't be freaking stupid.
What?
Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The looks on your faces right now is sublime. Sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. I already put it on. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that.
Shing!
Oh, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you to have way more fun I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game.
huh?
You can't be serious. We have to keep going?
Let me
No,
out
we're
of
supposed to
here.
get out of here. Out of here? Are you so obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
life isn't all that bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you wouldn't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Ooh, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point?
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. The TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
They're connected to the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm going to let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. The TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
Huh?
Huh? But what does that mean? It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here. Ugh,
unbelievable.
you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Thrills,
The Killing Game is
chills,
being broadcast live to the
kills.
entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What?
Extreme.
Killing Games is being broadcasted live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. Doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I understand the deeper meaning.
Huh?
Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
But that's.
It can't be. How have they taken over the airwaves somehow?
Oh no!
The camera feed is being broadcasted. No way, this is impossible.
Phew.
That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course.
Heard a kind of creaking. Sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind has begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know. And those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they've never seen before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did? Huh?
yes, indeed.
Then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally, though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's the little business of...
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What? No, I was actually gonna make one for us. Class trial? Do you mean? Also, I'm gonna pause for a quick second. Hey, Brianna, I see you. I don't know why your notification didn't come through. Hold up. Or I just completely did not hear it. Hold up. Now you know work. Why? Why you do? Oh, I hate this. I'm like, when you just want things to work and they don't work, and then you're just like sitting here with them not working. You just hate when things don't work. Chat box. Delete. Okay. There we go. Why didn't your alert come up, Brianna? I'm so sad. Hi, I see you though. Thank you for following me. We're gonna save. Okay, we're gonna keep playing. Oh shit. Okay. There we go. Great.
It's the Monokuma file!
Oh, the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it all you got, okay?
Heart-pounding
Okay,
excitement!
things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. Couldn't think. I took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of
I thought
this.
that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part is obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mikuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And Monokuma is still alive and active. That means that the mastermind, Mukuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. But naturally, that body couldn't belong to her. So it must be Kyoko. There's no other possibility. Body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because they don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. Have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whatever you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe it, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. Must be somebody participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying. No.
Huh?
Huh? But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There's a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That's how this game works, after all. Investigation. Well, I better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. Victim has been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with the other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually is. Unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Monokuma file number 5 is an added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that might be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Yeah, Kyoko helps us 90% of the time. Okay, let's... I will talk to everyone later. Okay, let's check. Be sure I should take a look at the tool shed. The room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. This tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? Nope. We'll look into that. It could be related to the case. Top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside, totally clean and completely dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's one thing I'm here that concerns me. I'll just click everything and see if there's anything else. Facts. Oh. Well, I know it's nothing to do with the case. Funny to see. Oh yeah, crazy diamonds. Okay, that's it. That was all that was in there. As the panel controls the sprinkler, we set turn on 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Hold on. So the sprinkler turns on 7:30 each morning, right? And the body was here before that. The sprinklers should have gotten it wet, which means the murder must have taken place after 7:30. Well, whenever it ends. Thank you for letting me see the monitor and not letting me click the fucking chicken coop 12 million times. Or there's some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. Huh. 4.
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there was precisely 5. Yeah, right.
Huh?
What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Huh? So weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
But...
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there's definitely 5 chickens then.
What?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
Like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. Did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it relate to the case? Chicken coop. Chicken coop. Kitchen. Chicken coop. Kitchen. Monokuma flour, really paper, plastic, and people. Anyways, don't think it's related to the case, so I think I'll just stay away. Okay. They look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I've had to double check that later. Fragments near the dead body has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. A knife! No! There's a knife laying on the ground. This must be the knife that was struck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. Monokuma Files said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it. The knife the person was holding. This is getting really weird. There's just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me with that knife, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in kind of a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and maybe then I... And if there really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko was the one that attacked me. But why the mask? Don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. Can't be. There's no way. Knife at the crime scene has been added. Check the body, folks! Check the body more thoroughly. Maybe I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, they're fake nails. They're really long. They seem like it's again the way of normal activity. Fake nails have been added to the truth told section of her handbook. This is on the back of her right hand. That tattoo? It got burnt, so I can't make out the whole thing, but looks like a picture of a dog or something. I haven't seen anything like it before. Tattoo on the right hand. Upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and it threw water on it. Since I only threw water on part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's something strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Exploded body analysis. Baby? The alarm went off. White jacket the victim wore. There's only one little piece left. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped the bulk of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? It's away from the body. Talk to everyone. What does the body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. There was no blood, so you're fine. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? I remember right, wearing some kind of mask and a bit white coat. There was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Yaku said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. How much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Oh, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember a lot better, too. So, thank you, too. Nice. Body before the explosion. Talk to these two morons. Good timing, Kodo. Wanted to talk to you. Okay. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime before beginning last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking about that now, and what's nighttime got to do with this?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? The murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Oh, God. Sorry. One moment. Sorry, my boss was asking me about something. I literally just want to throw my phone at a wall sometimes. Okay. Hero's been spending most of his time in the garden in the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I came to confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
The murder could only have taken place some point during nighttime after I left the garden. Are you sure about that? However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
You never came to the door. So, precisely, where were you? Telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. Well, it's my alibi, motherfucker. I know. So, what now? You see me all be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Byakuya's account has been added to the truth code section. And let's talk to Dumbass. 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and...
Serious.
Oh, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. And I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Right, it had to be right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Oh, now that you mention it, I think you're right. But I think we can say for sure the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I think I've checked everything I need in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check, specifically the fragments I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can go into her room, I'll be able to find out more. The key to your room.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options and allow you to engage in any further suspicious behavior.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Look, you... Hey, Byakuya, if you come up with an alibi, I'll be happy to hear it later, at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. Frey can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect, after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take up. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you. Or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Go to the gym! I always click the wrong button. Oh, I can't just go there. Makoto's legs spatula on the floor, but figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Just found something. What is it? It's...
Huh?
It's what? Bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
A bomb? And that bomb went missing. No doubt about it. The fragments are found in the garden. Fragments near the dead body have been updated in the truth-filled section of your handbook. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Is he actually in the garden, though? Like, he left. Why would he go back? Okay, back. I love when you can fast travel in games. Ugh. Best thing. Byakuya, can you please let me in Kyoko's room? You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You want to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well. Let's go. Wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on the way to the door. Run, bitch. Right. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Hey. Skizors? It should be. So this is Kyoko's room. We should have a pair in one of the utensil drawers, babe. Oh, Sarah, don't tell Sarah I said this. She cute. Okay. Just investigate everything. I'm gonna get to that last. Probably even the most important. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. Talk to that bitch later. Should I go see if I can go in her bathroom? Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. Better not look inside. On the monitors. There's something on the table. It's a wood block decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses uses them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I never gone to a public bathhouse. It doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly
But if it is
possible.
a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. Pretty sure it's something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? Woodblock key has been added. Talk to him quickly and then we will head out.
What?
You want to come here, right? So is it you're looking for? Nothing particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue in here. Clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
Can't be serious. That's what made me take my time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier, Coco gave me something. What is this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, looks like it. Under the sheets. Could be. Okay. But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? Found a crumbled up piece of paper. Class number 78, student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. Probably the thing Kyoko stole when she snuck in the headmaster's room along with the key. Gosh, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It's the key in blank. That's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentiment indulgence. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. In an effort to pull myself together, then look down at the profile sheet. Ooh, drama going on at my work. Nope. So, two of my coworkers quit within 24 hours of each other, and she just asked if Lena has even been on any other chats today or if anything's happened. And I literally was just like, good luck, I guess. Hopefully she got it. Like, it's dated, it's signed, she can't do anything about it, even if she doesn't see it. Like, that's not an excuse. Name, Mukuro Ikasaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned out no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she had been kidnapped, that she received battle training of her own volition. Thank you. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Mukuro profile has been added to the truthful section of her handbook. ... The ultimate soldier, mercenary group. Doesn't feel right. The world I grew up in. Mention. Like one nonfiction and the other sci-fi. Don't wait to even compare the two. This is how different this is. This was how I started things. This was how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then, never imagined I'd hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collective of battle-crazed warmongers. They do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. Now part of a world totally removed from their... This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I was part of. I have to say I'm intrigued. Even rumors I've heard said that Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. It's you!
What?
Where have you gone into? What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Little pickle. Uh-oh, you found her profile. So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't freak out on me.
On
I'm not going to hold it
now.
against you or anything. You want to stop? And in case you're wondering, I didn't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she had stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rules against stealing, is there? One moment. This is gonna be great. I can't wait to see how someone quitting gets handled. After all the snow was gutted, but what I can't forgive is Miss Ogami who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Rules violating really so unforgivable? Quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Why even I, as a school headmaster, has to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Just Chuck. Leave my keys and fob and baby, I'm out of here. Hello, my coworkers. That's one thing, you know, like work, you're always like almost never gonna not experience like shit management, shit of like higher ups. There's always gonna be like some amount of shit, right? I swear it's always the coworkers that get you through it. And like my team of coworkers, like I love all of them, even the ones that have left, because like we're like all in like solidarity at this point. Absolutely, can't have you complain about how unfair it is all. Now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting. It's also about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in the killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When we all first got in the main hall, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying?
in other words,
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
yes, indeed.
The total number of students taking part in the killing game was actually 16. 16? Then
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
16 student. Mukuro Ikusaba. Part of the school life? The one making all the regulations are...
Why?
Hold up. For... Babe? You know something we didn't take into fucking consideration? The bridge. I just got an email. Bridge traffic restrictions. It's just right now. For user safety, the Confederation Bridge has restricted certain classes of vehicles from crossing until the current high wind situation change. This includes automobiles, towing trucks, motorcycles, high-sided vehicles, including trucks, tractor trailers, recreational vehicles, and buses. I'm gonna kill myself. Let's hope we're fine. the day we go in. I'm an idiot. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Why? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because, like I told you, the killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense?
Well, now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at the little sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with ya. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? But don't tell anyone I told you, but... she wears them to cover up a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Monokuma's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your book. Can you put this? I'm just gonna try to eat. This is too much. Hey, Selby. Yeah, that's fine. Trying to mix my salad. Thanks. A mix. What? Check your stream. Oh. My friend just like, check your stream. Like, my stream? I'm live now. Go check my stream. I don't see anything yet. Waiting. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm watching. Hey, bitch! I thought you were fucking. I literally saw a notification saying you're playing something, girl. Girl. Hey, Amanda. Oh. Ugh. Dashboard. Game manager. Viewer. I can't even look at this stream. Literally says we can load the viewer list. My fucking life. Actually. Hold up. Coco wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand, the tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars, which means those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. This trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Bitch. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Miyakuro was a student here.
That's right.
Plus we stream soon. I'll hop on when I'm done. I'm gonna watch my friend's stream later. Monokume is trying to tell us that Murukuro is the one creating the rules of the game. Why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. The mere fact that he said that proves that Murukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of the 16th. He needs to make our investigation fair. But Mikuro is related to the case?
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? Ah. Oh no! She's a student and she killed someone. That would make her part of the school killing game. Mercado is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. Are you sure about that?
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So, in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense then to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. You want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but that's really true. If Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if the key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? Salad. I'm at any kind of stomach anymore to eat more than like a few bites an hour. I feel like I would be a good like mukbang streamer. Just saying. Right. There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys just like at the super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what this means, right? You should probably use the key we found on the locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Oh, okay. Bloop. Took out the woodblock key and inserted it in the locker's metal lock, and locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, there's nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. You stabby stab. Nice! Titanium arrows have been added to the Truth Plus section of your handbook. Oh, there's something else in the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what that was used for. Is that a bloodstain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. Duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Something wrong?
Very strange.
Wrong chaos. Oh, I thought you were just like saying she was wrong with her. She takes so much abuse from us. You know, if our cats were going to rip our heads off, I would say we should dress them up for Halloween this year. Next year. I'll see if Dollarama has any outfits left. Thank you for the salad, BB.
What we had.
What's how were the wings? Good. My stomach's just being really weird right now. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know, it's just like a weird, like, I don't know, just feels weird. Very odd, don't you think? Walker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. How did the key to Walker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps Yakia? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Research. You're talking about the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of information that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there were a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Mako seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back. Here we go. Quickly returned with the file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. No idea what it says. What language is this? Can you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? Pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. Yeah. A lot of other countries, like, they learn like 3-4 languages and have some kind of fluency in them. Like, I remember when I went to Germany, when I stayed with that family for like a weekend or two, we were talking about, like, by the time they graduate, they take German their whole, like, from thing to thing, like, from the beginning. In grade, like, so essentially, like, our equivalent, like, grade 1, they start English. Then when they hit about, like, middle school age, they get a third language, depending on the middle school will determine. Usually it's something like French, Italian, some kind of, like, more common. And then in high school, they take, like, another one. So, like, they have, like, some kind of... Yeah. Usually it's, like, French, German, English, and then, like, whatever languages their high school... But they do it for all 4 years. Like, they have, like... I already have to watch the sweater. Hate being a messy eater. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to replay your debt 100 times over. For French, 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear in any enemy. They had been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they acquired. Some, however, believe there were mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? It all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of our world. Our battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That always makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. Is there anything jump out of you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mentioned it, the report said something about where the Fenrir name comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad will get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean Mukuro Ikasawa's profile has been updated to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook?
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us. Organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin
I'm
the
using that
class
for a fucking D&D
trial.
riddle.
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
And the time has come. All we can do now is try and uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
So it seemed that way. Let's go. Okay, we are gonna play through this trial. Like, we're gonna get through this today. I'm gonna save now quickly. Over. Also, I only got to see 2 people. That's homophobic. Okay. My cousin is asking me about Christmas gifts for my sibling. My sibling is the most specific bitch ever. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Yeah. What the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating. I said we were investigating. And then I clicked next, and fucking Byakuya goes, "We were investigating." Ugh, I'm a psychic. I am a psychic. We were investigating, of course. Could you not figure that out by now? Figure that out by this point. Makoto's rank high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the 2 of you?
Huh?
Wait, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Yes, Toko. Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Fucking love story. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or what?
What?
Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like this? You have investigated more. What? I made you wait. You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here. Now, can we?
Huh?
What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If y'all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. It's me you're waiting for. I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look. Who is it? I'm here. I know rules have been broken. Kyoko?
Ah,
Kyoko, you're still alive? That's a ghost. Stop talking.
hmm.
Want to fight? Do it at the class trial. You just save some of that fun for later, right?
What?
But it's okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that
I
right?
made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? So selfish, so spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty. What? You're right. There's no penalty. Officially. But I'll make you regret it later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. Monokuma was gone. We all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! You really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps. That's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right. And we gotta deal with a ghost. I told you stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Whatever. Without even looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
but
I'll be happy when the trial's all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. You've been this whole time. You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So,
Correct.
went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. Second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then when did you find out?
So,
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. Took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? That's why you were late.
however,
Sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Yoko's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
just a second.
Hey, what are you doing? Hurry up before you get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over the details after we get through the trial. Okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving on a current situation. Yes, this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her, it's a strange way to put it. First trial is important for everyone, right? So why would you say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seeming unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Oh. I'm like the present. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. The door slits shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. Can you imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparation for an execution? In the dusty darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the door opened without warning. Dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, rising to the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. Time for pointless jokes and jabs have passed.
Thrills, chills, kills!
So let's get on with the show. Though the curtains open for the 5th time, deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Guess we're gonna save our fucking data. Are you kidding? Oh, wait. The only thing I got. Okay. Stage by 2. For aim speed. Reduces damage to the blade. Increases bullet. Allows you to roll 2 bullets at once.
Let's begin with
Also,
a basic
the room
explanation of the
is
class
very
trial.
different.
So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
Idiot!
Oh, that's a ghost!
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
One important trait Kyoko has to prove the body doesn't belong to her. Her piercing glare. Yeah, no, her gloves.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
No way the corpse was Kyoko. Can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. Don't have any choice but to. I hate Hero.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Because of the exploded body analysis. No, the body isn't Kyoko's. I know I can prove it.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Exploded.
Okay,
The
The fake nails?
they got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Shit.
Shoot!
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't.
They got burnt up and
Then she was wearing.
well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Okay, thank
No,
God.
that's wrong.
Thank God.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life.
Yep.
If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
I hate that this is a fucking topic of conversation
Okay,
right
so
now.
then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure
My
that
last remaining brain
That's
cell.
the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
For anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. I gotta readjust. Gotta sit more gay.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body.
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
Okay.
If Kyoko really...
Then who died?
There's gotta be. I don't think so.
And there wasn't any description in the
Well, if we can't identify.
Can.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
Have you
She's
not
just being
seen any
stupid.
of the...
Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
For the tattoo to be other information we have, the victim's identity should be clear.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
Image that represents Fenrir is a wolf. Ah!
Now I understand.
3 seconds. First one.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir,
Ow, wow.
the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Ultimate depression.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Kyoko never gets it wrong.
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us, just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
What? Babe, what? Makes Wah!
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
No.
Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be 2 suspects. Toko and genocide. So, you know.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The 4 of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the 4 of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
Ooh, so the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
No one's gonna help us out. Maybe
Me and
Kyoko.
Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
Time was the body discovered at?
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. I can't prove an alibi for that period, and I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I didn't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
The 11 hour.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Something that happened in the garden at the same time every morning. Thinking back, the corpse was almost totally dry, in which case I should be able to figure out Body must appear in on. So I know it's sprinkler.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 and 9 o'clock. Yep. And Makoto.
Yeah, from to 7:30.
Dang it.
Shoot!
We've established a time. It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock. Yep. And Makoto.
Yeah, from to 7:30.
That's more than enough time. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
I think it.
We've established a time for it took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the
Fuck.
morning. Yep. And Makoto.
Yeah, from to 7:30.
That's more than enough time. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time. We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at...
There we go.
No, that's wrong. Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Kodo,
Because of
Yakia,
the
you're losing your
sprinklers
edge.
in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right?
Arr.
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Only the top half.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
What the
No,
fuck?
I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
Can you prove that the sprinkler got the body wet and after it is hit Toko's certain evidence? Why? Yep. I'll just beat Toko's ass.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. That's enough. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. That's enough. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I'm right about this. I admit nothing. Hold on. How can you say it wasn't the spring?
This should prove it.
Jesus Christ.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
Just like Ben Shapiro's wife.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
I do just want to point out two things here. Two quick things. Number one, they probably will bring this up. Number one, Ko got murdered before and just wasn't brought out till later. Or number two, Again, could have been murdered. I mean, murdered earlier and just brought out now after the sprinkles got thing, or she could get murdered like at the fucking beginning or some shit. Like I don't know. And her body was never discovered till now. Anyways,
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
it was the only one without an alibi. Do you mean that Makoto's killer is? No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko's murderers murdered someone.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Ow.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Certain something at the seam is used to cover the body. If it had been...
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Ooh. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look... Why would she want to make it look like I'm the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp was used the way Kyoko said. Tarp must have touched the body, right? The body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. Have to refute what Kyoko said.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Remember, the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Yakia even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting blood on us.
By covering the body with the tarp,
The killer prevents.
So the reason the tarp
It's because the spring. But the
Yeah?
underside.
What's up? Yeah. Are you okay, baby? One moment, and I got to go nurse my baby back to health. What? Okay, we're back. We're back, folks. I need help.
It was totally spotless. It's because that side, since it was facing.
Of course it didn't get dirty.
No,
Dumb
that's
bitch.
wrong. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Hmm.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
They got the blood from right there in the garden.
I got it! Could it have
Chicken!
been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, There were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no, I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
The suspicion fall back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Sky's dead body has been added to the bullet section handbook. That's new!
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Now that we have a knife, what are we gonna do with it? Can't like Toko keep it. That's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyways. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
Didn't hide it. You just didn't
it's
ask.
not that I hid it. It's just
Can't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
During everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
We've all established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Means when the knife was thrusted through the coat into the body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it. Just because I had that automatic.
Well, getting stabbed is what, so there's no question. You took that knife and...
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
We already established the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Which means when the knife was thrusted. We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Means when the knife went through the coat and
The knife we found
It's the same one we...
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it. Just because I had that automatically
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
okay.
No,
I'm good. I literally, you ever have those things where it's like, you can't process what you're reading?
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Dumbass.
Then the knife.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding.
What? They look good on you, babe. See? Exploding the body afterwards probably meant to do the same thing.
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Byakuya!
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
The only one explanation you think of for the explosion. The fragments, right?
I got it!
Okay.
After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect, you, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
You determine what you ultimately killed the victim and need to concentrate.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't...
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Knife was a cover-up, and all the other wounds on her body weren't fresh. only lead.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
Then shall we continue the debate?
Oh, I know what it
The
is.
explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
God fucking
body.
damn it.
Shoot!
Then shall we continue the victim's fatal injury has yet to be
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well,
Yeah, she was.
And it wasn't even.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
I don't
correct?
know.
Shoot!
Oh, fuck, I know what I have to do.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even.
oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
I have no idea.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead.
And it wasn't even.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
I have no idea.
Shoot! Is I refuse to give up yet.
I don't know. Okay.
Then shall we continue the victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill her.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire. Then shall we continue the victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Shoot!
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even.
What? Yes. What's going on your Instagram? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim has been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it.
There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
Then shall we continue the victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall. The victim's fatal injury has yet.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already.
And it wasn't even.
There's only one other.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her
Then shall
I don't know.
the victim's fatal injury has yet to.
No, that's wrong. Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible?
What the fuck?
If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Coco,
Thanks.
you're sounding
I
a
bet
little
you
big
just
like
hit me with the
Joe.
metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
Oh my god.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Nope. Real murder weapon.
I got it!
The arrows?
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
And don't blame Pina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Oh my god, is this me? Okay. The duct tape, isn't it? Yeah, there it is.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right?
Isn't there different
Seems like
types
an arrow would just be too thin.
of metal pipes?
Back
Couldn't
to
there one be
Master.
that thin?
You have no right!
Like, I know what it's going there. Know what it's going for, but I'm
It was
just...
in the dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound.
Well, it said the weapon must have been. It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to me. You have no right!
The titanium arrow.
It was in the dojo locker.
Right? I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound.
Well, because it said the weapon must have been.
It seems like an arrow would just be too.
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
Eh.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
Shit.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
We talked to her in the dojo too.
What's... Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Have evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo must be connected to the dojo.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is... right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just... there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue. That be when... I mean, that Kyoko killed someone for
That's
me?
enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I'm gonna save right here, folks. Don't judge me for me saving right here. Just
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting
you
ridiculous.
might need it later.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
Whoop.
I should know.
What? Yakia should know better than anyone? What does that mean?
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Wait, Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right?
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I'm not the killer. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
There's proof that you aren't the. Is that what you're.
You stated you said I hid the and then left the locker key in my own room. But could I really have done that?
Those words you just.
Exactly. I'm not the killer. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
No, that's wrong. If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room
Huh? Why not?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
Ooh.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There's a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie. Hold up. That's where I'm gonna save. Hi, baby.
Hi.
What's up?
Take a break.
Quick.
Are you in?
I think I'm almost done this trial. Maybe.
Really shoot.
Yeah, because I shoot. An obvious lie, but this just isn't like her. Try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. It's almost time for them to eat, which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko. But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... Mastermind's trap? The victim was Merkuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap? If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? Have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose. Babe? Do I lie or tell the truth? What? No. Lie? She said, tell the truth. One way isn't going to solve anything. Okay. So, babe saying, pursue the lie. And this is why I had to save.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko is definitely lying, and it must be because there's some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that.
You are correct.
So I couldn't
Then, how else could the key have...
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the only
Kyoko
explanation.
herself told me before the trial started that she had stolen something very important from the headmaster's room. Also,
I didn't have the key to my
I'll
room
actually let them talk
because
this
I'd
time.
given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Then, when we searched Kyoko's room, how else could the key have gotten there?
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the only explanation. I didn't have the key to my room
Because I'd given it to. There's no doubt.
You are correct.
so I couldn't possibly have gotten into.
No, that's wrong. No, Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock to the school. What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school. Which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
Huh? Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you. But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
Good job. You got it right. Brilliantly right. Got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really killed her? Something strange is going on here. Something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Is everyone ready?
Let's
Okay
give
then.
it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
After school lesson. Well, shit. That's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba came to. I still have to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent or. Regardless, the truth was lost forever. Even for me. I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial. And in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. Peace, but only inside the school. Peace, but only for us. That was the only hope we had. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope?
No! This isn't right!
Huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Her claim? Oh, that's right, I have to. Do I expose Kyoko's lie or not? You spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if the risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? She's not wrong. I have to think about this very carefully. What do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. One more time! No. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Ooh.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial.
Bro.
You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Voting time. I got a C. I think it's the first time I've gotten a C on a class trial thing. It's always been A's and B's.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Also, what would happen if, like, there's 6 of us, right? If 3 did one person and 3 did the other, what would happen? Would, like, the people who voted right survive and the people who voted wrong die? I think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. Got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
They got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
Makes perfect sense.
Shing!
The same as always. It's just like all the other class trials. And I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills! Chills!
It's time for your
kills!
heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, what? Why do I... Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
It's alter ego!
What?
Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be.
This
Alter
is.
ego. Alter ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell, I don't believe this.
It would seem.
It seems he finally made a miscalculation. No, he miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other
What I'm
words,
saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. Stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never going to see him again. To waste away in the garbage-strewn pit, in a way that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still going to bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. On? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
so
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. We end it there. Massive high school towers over all the other buildings in the bustling urban area. Like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It's built to read hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. Standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. What? Where am I? Woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. What? For the camera.
This is my.
Here, hold up, let me.
There you go.
God. No neck. I'm surprised our children haven't popped this yet. There.
I shall pop.
It has blue balls.
Been a long.
Can you not like pop it? Can you like go outside and pop it? Okay. I mean, if you do pop it, can you do it while I'm either not here or like not in earshot? I don't like popping balloons. Oh my god. Not I thank God my fucking thing is I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. Wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? Wasn't any classroom I've ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Finally, I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. Then I was awake. Or was that just another dream? A dream inside of a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. Must be some kind of underground garbage pit? Heck of a situation to find myself in. That was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let it happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. Why couldn't he have saved Kyoko? I'm just saying, why couldn't he have saved Kyoko? Sus. Very suspicious.
There she is.
What? Oh my god. Hi, baby. Tired?
Sure, your viewers don't want to see. The tens of thousands
The
of
girls and the gays, that's it.
the one viewer. Hi, one viewer. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I wonder if it's yours.
What?
I wonder.
Oh yeah, you know, all my exes banding together for a hate Sam club.
I was
That's a
almost in there.
thing. That is a thing. Fun
I was
fact.
almost in that club.
No, you weren't.
Well,
Did you get invited by the Hate Sam Club, which involved 3 people I used to know back in fucking Toronto? Oh, my mom's calling me.
Really good.
Hey, Mom. Okay, I'll give them a call. Well, Mom starts telling Jamie to stop, like... Okay, let me call them. Let me try calling them. Bye. We're having one child.
We're having none. Who was our child? Have 4 legs. That's it.
4 legs made of 4 and can't speak.
Or 2 or 3. Who knows if they're a quad?
I love when I have to call my sibling. Hate being an older sibling sometimes. Let me try one more thing. Maybe we have one more call. Oh, I will do them. Just back. Not you.
I just assume.
No, why would I be annoyed of you? No,
That's-
now I'm getting fucking annoyed. Whatever, I'm fucking nuts. No, I'm not their fucking parents. It's not my fucking problem. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friends. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First step was to start looking out for a way out of there. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. I'm gonna make you Makoto. Is that an airplane? How would something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Blocked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I had to look around for some food. Plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. Boy. How can I be sure which liquid I can drink and which ones are all around bad idea? Smell it. Again, pointless. Feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. There's still not enough reason to give up. Because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making the proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. There was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. Can't be sure, but I think at least a full day has had to pass. All I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign come falling out of the sky. However, fell from sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. The crunch. What the? Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jolted and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it be? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? Carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was that had tumbled down with me.
Just a second.
Piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells
Place smells
awful.
awful. Look how cute she is! Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So,
Isn't that obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick shake, a quick sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
hey,
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you finish. Thank you. Snatched the bread and waters that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Ooh, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going for it is about all I'm good at.
hmm?
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. What? No? But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So,
Pay a debt, or no, to atone. Tone?
you.
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you.
I.
I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You're trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However,
Listen, now that I'm trying to make not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there is a reason I had to survive no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
it's true.
I'll tell you. Tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other
is
words,
so that I can do what I came to the school to do. Made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. Do you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
indeed.
That's right. At least I did. Once. Once?
I.
Till recently, I've forgotten what it was. Forgot? But that's... I have no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible.
Huh?
Amnesia? Then is it really true you lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? First thing, you're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem.
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. Couldn't remember why I'd come to the school and couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems too convenient. Are you saying you think I lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I could come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plan. So the mastermind just stole it from you?
However,
And it could also mean somehow my memory may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is
If
that?
I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it's actually a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? Mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help. But why me? Because among everyone, we're the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I
I understand.
understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know. Just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. However, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. You said you had a reason for doing all this investigation on your own, so how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Oh! Who knew? Who knew Kyoko was the ultimate detective? I didn't guess it. Whoop-de-doo, didn't know. The ultimate detective?
correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone. Who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What? What?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child, and as it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Yoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way.
Huh?
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
no matter what.
No matter the cost.
So,
Yoko, what's going on? Hey, Mom. What? No, they're not picking up. Mac? They didn't answer either. I'll try calling them again. Give me a sec. Okay, let me try. Let me try calling them again, Mom. I hate being an older sibling. I'm just calling it now. It says they're home. So what the fuck? Oh, I'll be right back. That's what's good. Nobody died, folks. Fine. Miscommunication. That's the family way. No, I need family that fucking doesn't do this shit. Okay, let's finish this stupid chapter so we can call it a night.
I.
My memory hasn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. Made perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstandings. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I've seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
so.
The room has been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that somebody who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Murkuro's profile and that key. Map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. And the staff must have stayed overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that was true, that room would likely hold more clues. So I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
Once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. Hard to describe. All I could say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
so.
Can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get a good chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important. And really ominous.
However,
Of course, once I got to the second floor, there was no cameras and no monitors. So I have no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. Had to do with Murkuro Ikisawa, isn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial in Murkuro Ikisawa was to get me killed. Get you killed.
indeed.
Stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? Actually, I knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you're free to explore Host Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
Mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with the rules in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. Master couldn't step in because of the rules. Makes it sound like Mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusawa. What's that? There's a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Kodo. I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean during the night?
I
can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the god of death. I'm sorry, what? Nice, what? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this. What the fuck? What in the actual fuck going on this high holy day? What is going on? Hi, hello, what? Side note. Okay. I want this manga to get an anime so badly. Side note that I've been reading. Hey Amanda! Come watch me. Bitch, I'm still streaming. Don't promote yourself on my stream. Oh? Amanda, she just messaged me on my chat. Girl, I am still streaming. I'm almost as soon as I'm done, I'll come watch you if you're still streaming. I'm literally just trying to get through this right now before I go to a PEI. So leave me alone.
anyway.
Long bone. The fuck? Child. Anyways. Child. Anyway. When do you leave? I leave next week. Oh. When do you leave? Sorry. I don't know why you're apologizing. Girl, I'm just my friend is watching. Mood. I leave a week from now. She's on stream with me. Hello. Hello. You're currently watching me play a what is interactive no, what's the genre this is called? It's like she's on stream with me. Mood. Not RPG. It's like Danganronpa. It's visual novel about murdering teenagers. What? Ew, don't even compare it to that. Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had some sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell. I also can't speak. And I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. It's literally just reading. It literally isn't though. You just came into a point where there is a lot. Sarah, come on camera for a moment. Amanda wants to see you. Right now there's a bunch of reading because you just missed, like if you were here like 20-30 minutes ago, you would have seen me almost die. So that's on you. There's
Sarah to you. I'm Anna.
Here's the bitch. There she is. My favorite.
I'm trying to suck up now.
She tolerates me.
Yeah.
Love me. I'm sorry, who's Mr. Grabby Grab at night when I come in? Aww. Stop! Ron, stop!
Bitch, I don't see you anymore. When are you coming over?
The fuck? Tell the message. Sex bit. This is Bob's. The fuck? One moment.
It's a bot.
No, it's not. Here. Open. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't. Wait, what? Is it a bot? Oh, here. What do you mean? I don't know, Amanda. What are you saying?
Oh, cause we're over. I've been deprived of Amanda.
You have not been.
That kid on TikTok who reminds me of Amanda so much. Just
Come, Amanda. I am literally. You literally missed it. I literally on stream yesterday was going on about how I'm trying to finish this game before I leave. There are 6 chapters in this game. Fun fact, near the end of chapter 4 is when they told me I was halfway through the game. Yeah, because Sarah doesn't talk louder. You gotta get in the mic.
Oh. Why don't I see you anymore?
Because you're never home.
Very true. I got my Amanda fix from a TikToker kid who's like Superman-isms.
Superman-isms.
Amandarisms.
Anyways, the reason I'm playing this is so I can get this game done before I leave, so then when I get back, I can play the second game in the series, Amanda.
You ever
So,
played the second game?
I've watched people play it.
Ah.
I've watched people play all 4 games in the series. There's 3 main games, a spin-off game, Amanda Fix. There's a TikToker she watches that has a lot of the same mannerisms as you, so she just watches that and gets her Amanda Fix.
Can I just say he's an 8-year-old Italian boy?
Amanda, I've sent you this man. This is the kid who's like, I'm gonna tell Nonna you put pineapple on your pizza. Anyways, I promise when I'm done, I will watch you kill people, Amanda. I pinky promise. Amanda, please.
Amanda, please.
Jeez. Oh
Wow,
my
is that
god.
Brianna?
Yeah. Come watch us real quick. No, I need to get this game done, Amanda. I don't know. I'm hoping soon. Maybe 20 minutes. Maybe 20 minutes, Amanda. Maybe. I can't.
Want to point out, anyone who's watching the stream, this is their live type of relationship they had.
10 inches. I literally do not know how much longer I have. I could have 5 minutes. I could have 20 minutes. I want to finish this chapter before I go to bed tonight. Because the next chapter is going to take 2 streams, 2 things. I'm just going to, I'm ignoring chat. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room. Spooky with the knife. Look at Amanda. Look before you leave. Look, spooky knife. Spooky knife. Killing. Spooky knife. My ass almost got murdered. Spooky knife. Look at that luchador mask. I ran into your room and saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
that wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Dun-dun-dun-dun. Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead. Hello? Murder!
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all had to do with the work of the mastermind in the attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Murkuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it? Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trials to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction. It's not just Murkuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
Means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. Other ultimate despair? No doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not.
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. We're talking about...
That's right.
What happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. A tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair.
It would seem...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're...
Indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Hey, Amanda, remember when I said 5 minutes? The end. 6 surviving students. To be continued. Ayo! 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 You received the Dream Island rocket present. One sec, I do have to get a... Do I automatically? Yeah, I do. 5 alive. And... Gonna... Amanda! Stop! She is still asking. Okay, yes, I'm going to come watch. Give me 1 goddamn minute. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. You're lucky I like you, motherfucker. Because I could have still gone a little longer before ending stream, okay? One moment. God, annoying. Literally in friends with the fucker on this planet. Sarah gonna watch too? I don't know if she's gonna watch. I'm not her mother. She has to study. She has 3 midterms this week. Don't blink. Oh, there it's hearts. It wasn't coming up. One moment. My computer is just... Don't blank me. One moment. Okay, give me a sec. My computer is freaking the fuck out. One moment. Also, are you like actually on like... Are you like texting this while you're just like hanging around? Give me a sec. Let me throw up Twitch. Yes. Yes, Karen. Yes. What the fuck, Amanda? Give me a sec. Okay. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna call it now and say goodbye because my friend is being annoying and I have to go watch her stream. Okay, well, I'm gonna probably be back tomorrow. I have plans to finish this game by Wednesday. That isn't the goal currently. I am kind of tempted to bring my computer to work tomorrow and with shitty mic and shitty camera keep playing, but we're getting to too much of an important part, so I will not be doing that. And also, I don't want to get fired, so I'm not going to do that. But anyways, hope everyone has a good night. If anyone is watching that isn't Amanda, please go watch her stream currently and go watch her play and follow her and whatever the fuck else. I guess she's an okay person. Anyways, have a good night. Have a good night. Stay safe, and we will see you actually tomorrow. So, bye guys.